House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer says that in light of the lack of cooperation with congressional investigations by the DOJ, the FBI and IRS, the GOP may use the power of the purse to reprioritize the funding of these agencies. One America's John Hines has more from Capitol Hill.
I know that there's been a lot of talk about the FBI not complying with Congress, potentially taking a look at their funding. There's, of course, this big debate now on the debt ceiling. There's a big vote coming up. What is the real conversation that Congress is going to be engaging in here, and when will that happen with regard to the funding potentially of the FBI, the IRS, some of these other agencies which don't seem to be investigating some areas that Congress is very interested in or withholding information?
That's a great question, John. I'm glad you asked it. So I think there's confusion between what the debt ceiling is and what the full year appropriations are. If you'll remember, right when we took office in January, the Senate worked a deal out with the Democrats, even though we were in the majority, to go ahead and fund the government through October. And we were furious about that. So the government's funded through October. The debt ceiling's more about paying our bills because we're operating a deficit. So what we're going to do in October, hopefully, is be able to hold these deep state bureaucracies accountable through the power of the purse. So in October, when our 12 appropriations subcommittees pass spending bills, that's when we really take the scissors out for the DOJ if they don't do a quick about face and start working with us and doing their job and not being so hypocritical, partisan, two-tier system of justice. But the FBI is who I'm most concerned about, because they have done so many things to obstruct our investigation. And I have no confidence in the FBI. Every FBI agent I've talked to blames the top level people. It's not just the director, it's the whole top tier of the FBI needs to be gone. Same thing at the Department of Justice and the Attorney General's office. Maybe the same thing at the IRS. So that's when we'll have the opportunity to go in there and cut their budgets. And we have that Hallman rule where we can take specific positions and cut their salary to $1 a year, I think is what it is. So that's where we're already working. We've got someone like Andrew Clyde on the Appropriations Committee. He's zeroed in on the IRS budget. So we've been focused on this for a long time, and I think that we'll hopefully have success in holding them accountable with the power of the purse.
And so there is that vote on the debt ceiling. How do you see that playing out, sir?
I think it'll pass. It's one of these deals. There's divided government. The Republicans control the House, the Democrats control the Senate, and the Democrats control the White House. What this deal that was negotiated, you've got Democrats complaining, the progressive Democrats led by Jeb Powell, saying that they cut too much. And you've got Republicans like my friend Chip Roy saying we didn't cut enough. That's how divided government works. So you have something that no one completely likes, but I do think it cut as much as we can cut, being 1/3 of the equation here. Remember, we're 1/3 of the equation. The Senate has never had our backs before until this, the Republicans in the Senate. So I think that this is a good deal. Could it have been better? Of course it could have been better. But could it have been worse? It could be a lot worse. If the Republicans don't support this, then the Democrats pick off 4 or 5 Republicans, then I think that they could actually increase spending. So I think Newt Gingrich said it best, that this is about as good a deal as you can get under the circumstances.
James Comer, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, thank you very much for talking to us on One American News, sir.
Anytime. Thanks, Sean.
For all our viewers asking where One American News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One American News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.